Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So today we've got a nice little camera we're going to be showing you, and this is a people counting camera from Hikvision. So it pretty much does what it says on the tin. It counts the amount of people coming in and out of an area. Okay, so pretty straightforward, great for a shop or something like that where you might not be there, you want to know what the footfall is like, so you can study the analytics, you know, when the busy times are, when the quiet times are. So a very good camera, and to be honest, it's not very hard to use. All right, pretty straightforward. And I know this camera has been out for a little while now, guys. There's some older videos out there, but we always like it because we can apply the latest firmware and you can see actually what it looks like with the latest firmware. All right, and touching on that note now, I don't think I mentioned it in the video, but to download the latest firmware for nowadays, the best way to do it is just Google the model number. Usually the first page is the Hikvision web page for the camera. Scroll to the bottom and they put a nice little firmware link right at the bottom there for you guys to download. Okay, well, let's have a look at what's coming up in the video. So I'm going to quickly mention in a minute some of the features and specification of the camera, you know, just a quick overview of that, and then I'm going to show you what comes in the box. And then we're going to be setting up this camera through IVMS 4200. Okay, you can set it up through a web browser, that's fine, but we're just going to do IVMS today. All right, then we have an NVR we're going to be adding this camera to through the network. You can plug it into the NVR too, works the same way. And then basically we're going to just be doing a little test. I'm just going to walk in and out, and you should see the counter go up and down. Okay, well, not down, but go up. All right. So that pretty much wraps up this intro, and we're going to go over now to the specifications and features. Catch you in a sec. Alright, so you see the model number of our camera at the top. Yeah, it's a pretty popular people counting camera from Hikvision, and let's just go through this basically. Yeah, so as you see, obviously it counts people entering and exiting a certain zone. That's what it does. That's what the camera's designed for. And it gives you real-time live updates on your NVR or your display, whatever you're using. So it just says enter 8 people, whatever, exited 8 people. You know, it just gives you the live stats, and they reset every day or whenever you set it to. And obviously you can get Excel format, updates, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, direct to your email. You don't even have to do anything. Okay, or you could just go to your NVR and just download the Excel sheets. Okay, it's a 1080p color picture, so I know the older versions used to be black and white, but now we're in color, and it has a 2mm fixed lens. So there is it does work at night time up to 6 meters, so that's all you really need, obviously, because over 6 meters then it's going to be too high for the camera to be mounted. So just enough there. Obviously it's powered by PoE, so one cable does everything. Has a built-in microphone. I don't think I touched on that in the video, but setting up microphones are very straightforward. And these cameras can be used indoor and outdoor, but make sure you get the right version, guys. It's the V model only for outdoor. All right, I think the one we are using is the indoor version. Okay, and as you see, yeah, the mounting height is 2 to 6 meters above the floor. Okay, so gives you some bit of play where you want to mount the camera. So obviously above 6 meters you're going to struggle, and obviously below 2 meters it's going to be too short. Alright, so I hope you got a bit more understanding of how the camera works and the features, and now we're going to go over to IVMS and set it up. Catch you there. Hey guys, just doing a quick look inside the box. Okay, this is everything that comes in it. Sorry, it's a bit of freehand phone recording. As you see here, the unit is actually nice and small. So this is a mini CD it comes with. So you can see it's a very compact unit. If you look at the pictures of these cameras, you think they're a lot bigger than they are, but they really ain't. They're nice and discreet. So you also got your normal cable connections here, you know, alarm input, alarm output, your PoE port here. Just your normal screws and bits and bobs, but it comes with 2 mounting plates. So you got your normal mounting plate, and I guess this is kind of like an adapter, so you can get different angles and things like that. Sorry, didn't show you properly. Yeah, so you only get these 2 mounting plates, and then obviously the CD and the template and things like that. But here's the camera box. Okay, the indoor and outdoor version. We're using the indoor version. But yeah. that's what's inside there, guys. Now let's go over to the setup. See you in a sec. Alright guys, so on IVMS 4200 now, and as you see here at the bottom, our camera has popped up as inactive, which means a brand new camera ready to be set up, and we plugged it into a PoE switch, so it's standalone, but we will be obviously adding to an NVR later, okay? But right now guys, let's go ahead and activate the camera like all Hikvision cameras with a password. Okay, so we are adding it to iSeries AcuSense NVR, and I am doing a mini series at the moment, so that will be coming out soon, guys. And we'll be doing things like activating the virtual host. So if you did want to plug this camera into your NVR, that's fine. But right now we're just going to have it on the network, okay? Oh, I'm going to enable DHCP first, guys. Almost forgot. All right. Okay. Now let's go ahead and add the camera. Alright. Okay, we've added it now. Let's go ahead and configure the camera. Okie dokie. Alright, so first things like usual, we're going to set the time. Now, it's highly recommended, guys, that you do update the firmware, but I had a bit of a test run before and I did update the firmware. Alright guys, so it's pretty easy to download the latest firmware links now from Hikvision, alright, because they're putting it on the actual spec sheet page of the camera page, you know, the on their website. So if you Google your camera you have, go to the main page for Hikvision, scroll to the bottom, and you might see a firmware link there, okay, because I know their firmware page is extremely hard to navigate. So just Google it, the model number, and you should find something. Alright guys, so we set the time now on this camera, and one thing I'm going to show you before we go set up the VCA at the top here is one thing you might want to set up is email alerts. This is under advanced network settings under email. Okay, I'm not going to set this up now, guys, because I'm going to try and do some videos on this because it is a little bit finicky. Okay, it's really sensitive, and obviously people have different email accounts, Gmail, Outlook, goes on. So I'm going to try and find a few of the popular ones and show you guys how to set it up. But because we are using the NVR, we will get reports through the NVR, and you'll be able to export them that way. All right, but if you did want, you know, daily, weekly, annual, monthly reports, whatever, set up your email. Okay, guys. But now let's go ahead to the VCA and set up our camera. Alright, so let's go set up the camera. And we click on VCA at the top, and now it will give us our people counting options. So the first thing is we have to choose our mode. It's already in people counting mode, perfect. So we go to the left here and click on people counting. Now we have to set up a rule, which is basically drawing our zones on areas and things like that. And we're going to be using auto mode, which is recommended. Sometimes if you have got a small zone, it might not be the best. And then we click on calibration. So it should bring up a red box for our count area. Okay, calibration failed. Okay, so this just does happen sometimes, guys, on auto. So you have to just basically tweak the box a little bit. Let's try again. Okay, calibrated. Okay, so now we've got our count area. Perfect. So now what we have to do is draw a region area inside the red box. Okay, so as you see here, we've got a nice little entrance way here where people come in. Perfect for a little box there. So once you've drawn left clicked 4 times, you right click to finish the box. Okay, so now we've done that, and then the last thing we have to do is just put in a directional line. Even though it does go both ways, obviously, guys, we still need to put this in so it knows basically where people are coming from. Oops. This is a bit of an annoying feature. And you want to select something, it won't select it. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we put the green box back. Alright. And all we have to do is enable it at the top here, guys, and click on save. Save succeeded. Okay, that looks good to me, guys. It does say enter here, leave 18. I was messing around with it earlier. But we can go clear that. And but before we do that, we're just going to go through all the options at the side and make sure it's all set up properly. Okay. So So shielding region, basically, it's a bit like privacy masking if you use that. It's basically saying what areas you don't want to do. Okay, so we're not going to touch that right now because most situations won't be using it. Okay, so data uploading is how you want to receive your data. Okay, so we want real-time upload on. Why not have it every minute? And email reports, remember guys I said about the email setting it up. So we might as well get everything, and we're going to get daily, weekly, monthly and annual reports. Okay, in all formats, why not? Alright, so overlay and capture. Okay, so this is basically how the camera time and things will look like. Okay, so we're just going to display that. Picture quality we're going to put high. And now, but this is the most important area, guys, flow overlay. Okay, so the flow overlay, so you can have just enter. If you want to show people, you just enter on here. Let's save that, and you'll see it should change here. Okay, now you just have enter only. Okay, and you can have leave only. All right, but we're going to have enter and leave, and counting type is all adults and children. Okay, and while we're here, we're going to reset the counter, and we'll go save. Okay, so now we've got enter and leave, both reset to 0, and one last tab under advanced. Now guys, be a little bit careful with this advanced tab. It's a little bit tricky. There's not much here you really need to touch unless you're a bit of an expert on this. Okay, so the one thing I'm going to unenable is the height filter. So it's a little bit heightist here, saying, well, we're not going to include short people. They don't count. Poor short people. Anyway, we're counting everyone on our video, okay, and the way we do it. So we're going to have enable counting children as well. So we want everything basically, okay. And we click on save. All right. So now that looks good to me. That looks like our camera is set up. Now it's going to go over to our iSeries NVR. We're going to add it on there quickly and run a quick test. So stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so we're on our NVR now. We're going to quickly add the camera. Really easy to add. So we just go add, and then we find the camera here and we pop in the password. Alright, so our camera's been added. Just go to our live view, check it out. There we go. As you can see here, oh, one little thing here, it's gone enter leave. Alright, so let's just quickly change that, guys. So bear with me, I'm going to move that around. You won't be able to see me do it, but it's pretty straightforward. Because as you see here, we can't see how many people are left because the stupid record signs on there. So that's not great, but I'm going to quickly move that option. Okay, so this is on the rule. Under where it says rule, we can move this, okay? So hopefully that should do the job. And okay, now you see enter and leave here. Okay, I might move it up a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now that should do the job. Now don't forget to do that, guys, so customers can see everything. Alright, so now it's on our NVR. All we have to do is test it, guys. So I'm gonna go have a little walk, and hopefully we should get one enter, one leave. Alright, perfect. As you see here, it says recorded, one person's entered, one person's left. Now we can go over to our NVR and we can check out the stats. Okay, so this will be under Smart Analysis tab here, and we have Smart Report, and we have Counting. Okay, so we're going to go over to our camera 6. And it hasn't updated yet, but it will update, guys, in a minute. Just got to give it a bit of time. You see yesterday, I'll give you an example. This is us when I was doing some tests yesterday. You can see the stats here, and all you have to do is click on export, put in a USB drive, and you can download your stats, okay? But let's try and get the stats for today. It should come up with one very soon. But anyway, while that updates, just say thank you guys for watching. Hope you know a little bit more now about people counting cameras and how to set them up. And to be honest, they're pretty straightforward. They might sound a lot more complicated than they are, but they've done a really good job on making these easy to use. Okay, so it's a great option here for a shop. So hopefully now you guys can be able to install these with a bit of confidence. Okay. All right, here's our reports. Okay, it's not giving me. Here we go. Now it's updated. Okay, one person in, one person out on today. All right, guys. So that pretty much wraps up the video. And yeah, we've got lots more iSeries NVR videos coming soon, and a lot more videos in the pipework. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, guys. And I will catch you on another one, hopefully. Cheers. Thanks for watching. See you later. Right guys, just done a quick bonus part of the video, and as you see here, we're on our HVR, hybrid video recorder, or we call it a DVR. So this is our AcuSense Hikvision DVR, and as you see here, we've got counting under the Smart Analysis tab, and you see all the stats come up from our camera. Okay, so I added the camera on here just as a test, and it worked perfectly good. Alright guys, so if you have an existing AcuSense DVR, you can go ahead and add your people counting camera to your system. Okay, because they can obviously your DVRs can add IP cameras to them. So this is a great little option if you've got an existing system, or if you want to go for, you know, a cheaper CCTV system in the future but get one of these cameras, then DVR is perfectly good. So what you would need, guys, is your recorder has to have AcuSense. So all the new DVRs have AcuSense, but only some of the new NVRs have AcuSense. All right, but they all will have AcuSense soon, guys. So send me a message if you want to find out if your model is compatible, and I'll let you know. But thanks for watching again, and hopefully catch you on another one. Cheers, thanks for watching. Bye bye.